21 fates solved out of 60. Yeah, I mean, it's not terrible. It's about a third. Progress has been made. Progress has been made. Well, let's recap. Also, welcome to the channel. My name's Twice. Today we'll be back on the ship of the Obra Dinn. We gotta figure out what the heck happened to all these people. I figure out what the heck that is. Most of these corpses aren't a thing. Some of them still are. You know how it is. To recap, though, we're an insurance agent. Very exciting. And we've already gotten 1 and 2, right? We are investigating a ship that set off from England to get to the Cape of Good Hope, the southernmost point of Africa. But along the way, the crew discovered that they were carrying a treasure that seemed very valuable. It was activated by the second mate and some of the crew that mutinied and tried to escape off the Canary Islands. While they did that, they accidentally opened the treasure, which called forth mermaids that very angry and very murderous towards them. The Obra Dinn recovered the treasure, but the mermaids were pissed, so they started attacking. They captured the mermaids. That did not work well for them because demon crab people came and tried to kill them all. And then after that, a Kraken tried to kill them all. And then, much like in Knives Out, where we have mostly discovered the donut hole that fits the hole in the middle of the donut case, there is actually an even smaller donut hole inside of the donut hole. Right about there. Yeah. So we don't know what happened there. And then there was an escape, and then, you know, the end. So we've discovered about a third of the things that have happened. The chapter 1 and chapter 2, which are very normal chapters. There was a cargo thing that happened. Cargo accident, killed a couple people. Yikes. And then there was an illness that swept through the place and killed a couple people as well. We still have all the rest of the chapters, at least something to find out. I feel like we work backwards and forwards and we meet in the middle and everything goes hunky-dory. We'll probably have to dive in and out through these, though. Even like the edge cases, you know, chapter 9, chapter 10, chapter 3, that sort of thing. Probably going to have hints towards their identities that we need to find out in the middle sections. We'll have to track down exactly which memories the person is in and work from there. I mean, let's see. You know, we got the captain, we got the mate. One thing that I remembered from yesterday is that we could kind of narrow one of the sections, the section where we're actually above in the rigging and someone gets hit by electricity, to the topmen, right? They work all in the sails and rigging. And that would be able to kind of narrow down a significant subset of the crew that we don't have to deal with anymore. So, I say we work towards this. The end was just the last 4 deaths. The first mate got shot by the captain. Then Brennan, the seaman, was killed by the captain. Then this guy was also killed by the captain. He shows up a few times. We don't know who he is, though, officially. And then the captain shot himself. Kablammy. Nothing happened there. Or they must be in here someplace. They're at the bottom of the sea. That's a lie. Take more than those shells. Yeah, and the shells seem to be these big conch shells that have a problem with calling krakens and other sea monsters towards them. He was coming up just to slip on down. Now, this guy's in 14 heckin' memories, which does not bode well for us at all. If we look at the ship itself, sorry, the ship, there we go. This guy be drinking. We're not sure if that's right. Also not totally sure which of the top men got speared, but anywho, foremost in royalty, justice at sea, you know. That's the captain, that's the first mate, this is probably that's the second mate. I think, let's see, if that's the second mate, that's got to be the third and the fourth mate, specifically. I think. We did that. Yeah. Alright. So, if we work backwards from this guy in Chapter 10, I wish we could look exactly at each of the memories they were in, but that might make it too easy. These folks probably disappeared. Maybe. Oof. Like, was this guy here? Okay, so this guy was here in this memory. We might have to worry about Chapter 9 first. So, this guy, the Buzzin, was killed by the Kraken. He bled out here. So let's go down there. Let's follow that trail for now, I think. This whole mess near the end should be able to, hopefully, discover what's going on. And we'll make sure to look all around.
Put me down. Let go.
Easy now. You're in a bad way.
Is this squid? Where is my Frenchman?
Squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart.
Okay, so this is either the third or the fourth mate, probably.
The beast is dead.
And this guy also seems to be of a rank. And there's 5 others present. That includes the captain and the first mate. This poor sucker. And... oh, he's not here in this one. Okay. It's just these.
It left with the store. Captain came in from the
So this is the first mate, because that's the first mate's cabin, right?
You should rest.
Anything else in here? No. Who's coming out of there? This poor guy that we have no clue who or what he is. That would be from Chapter 8, but we don't know what Chapter 8 is. Chapter 8 just happened. Now, on the stairs is, I assume, the captain leaving. There's not much left. And that leaves us, yeah, with one of you. Both very interesting, but I don't officially know who they are. next on the old deathosphere is this guy, the first mate's steward. He's killed by someone. I think it's him. How did we know that this guy was Paul Moss?
Last one. Move quick. You'll not take the last push.
Ah, right. Okay, so in this case, Paul dies. What happens after that, I am kind of scared to find out. This guy looks like he's in with another group. We do a little racial profiling. We've got, let's see, you, who seems to be also like a cook. No, it can't be the cook. Cook was an idiot and died. And then the passengers here, passengers there, and I would assume like a steward of one of the mates there, and then her, was in the earlier Kraken battle. Let's see, we've got the captain saying "Oi." We've got you. He's climbing the rigging, which makes me think he's a topman. And if he's a topman, I'm still trying to figure out who he is, basically. If he's a topman, how many of the topmen are not from China, you know? Also, wasn't there like a Scottish person? No, I don't know. This is a... That's an ugly guess. I'll just put it back to unknown for now. He likes being on the rigging, but that could mean any number of things. We know that. Let's see. That's the first mate. Hi, Kamikaze. Sorry, that wasn't my usual chipperness. Hello, Kamikaze. Good to see you. Honestly, we probably were distracted, but we should figure out, like, what's going on over here. Okay, so this is the two of them talking about mutiny, because we know this is happening. And then this guy is getting... Yeah, he's listening in. Interesting. So these four are all trying to escape. Two passengers, what looks like an important person, and then either the third or the fourth mate's discussing mutiny with the guy with the funny hat. Everyone else is running to try and stop this from happening. Is this the third death here? Does he get shot? Yeah. Hey, Crystal, how you doing?
Let them go.
Okay, he was killed by a passenger. Oh, wait, maybe he wasn't? No, he was, because... Yeah, the captain was about to do it. You are still coming. You've got both of the... You've got Brennan and the first mate. You've got the captain and this guy. Honestly, I think part of what we missed was just like they fade out after a while, and it gets iffy. So I think he's a steward of whoever the person currently discussing mutiny is, based on his proximity to him. Yells in manly rage. We do a little manly raging. Just the racial profiling, mostly. How are both y'all? Hope you're doing well. How was the day? Okay, so that's all happening. Yada yada. That's great. Oh. This is happening. Okay, so he heard them discussing mutiny. This is still the first mate, or one of the other mates, right? Yeah, third or fourth mate. Still don't really know who this guy is. TBH. Seems important. Could be a purser. Could be so many people. Yeah, we've got these all checked off. Bosun, bosun's mate. Surgeon, surgeon's mate. Carpenter, carpenter mate? Maybe. I mean, we would know the carpenter because I bet we can find a memory that the carpenter is fixing the mast. Is my guess. Anyways, we're about to figure out he's knifed by this guy. We just don't know who this guy is. I also don't know who you are. But now we figured out a little bit more. Because we weren't totally sure. More's going on in each of these memories than meets the eye, basically. Yeah, this has already been fixed, so if it was the carpenter, it would be, unfortunately, Chapter 8, probably. Which, you know, doesn't exist. Maybe Chapter 7, though. The Kraken was almost done fighting by then. Alright. Go there. Yep, yep. We know that's Paul. He was killed. Which makes sense because he was... Yeah, he was with the other stewards. That makes a lot of sense. We don't know exactly... I mean, it's one of the passengers. We know it was an unknown passenger. Don't know who he is, though, officially. Let them go. Yeah, that's all we got there. Nothing new on that end yet. So, but we are figuring out exactly... Shot with a gun by an unknown attacker. Except I think we know who this is now. Cannot be trusted. Take ship, sail east. Okay, so this next one will happen after this guy was yelling mutiny. The, oops. Hopefully this is the right one. Nope, it's not. It's the fifth one. One second. Yeah, this guy is the... Yeah. Okay. He wasn't dead yet, though. He was the official... So we got... The order's right. It's just very... confusing. This should be the... Yeah, this is the correct one. Doing okay. Been all right. Wasn't so hot last night. Helped your mom screw down our floors. We get to make mussel and shrimp pasta tonight. Nice. Good old seafood pasta. Add a little Cajun spice in there. It's perfection.
Mutiny! Mutiny!
That's a different person saying no. This guy had already been stabbed by Mr. Cool Hat. Your hat say anything like I am the carpenter? No. And that is the third mate he was talking about? Or talking to? Third or fourth mate. He's dying. This is, we already know about you, right? That's, yeah, that's Brennan, who was killed. That's the first mate. That's... Yep, who we're trying to figure out. Can I... Did the ship escape? He said let them go. I don't... Captain's tired of it all. That makes sense to me. We gotta be able to, like, see through the windows or something, right? One would think. Otherwise, it's really hard to see. Because we're also trying to figure out the fate of these 4 unknowns. Even just if their boat gets, I don't know, sunk out there or something. I mean, I think they just dip. I can't see anything else, you know? At least not in this memory. Maybe the next one? Maybe they're still lowering? I remember there being a very thick Scottish accent in the last one, so if we can track that, that should at least give us a new identity. And then... Okay. And then he saw the third mate doing this. They get away because they don't get attacked by the mermaids later on. No, that's way earlier. We're in like chapter 9 right now. Okay, so that's the... This is the third or fourth mate. He gets killed by who we know. Flanagan. And that's the first mate? Yep. He sees this. Still not sure who you are. Conveniently blocks off our escape here. Anything out the windows yet? Of, I don't know, a boat or anything? No, not feeling it. That's fine. Basically, this is just like re-exploring things, trying to add new context, all that good stuff. Maybe chapter 10 has it and we just didn't see it, you know? Because I feel like it happens at the same exact time. Maybe it happens during the day and this is at night though, and then, you know, how would we know? Can we see it out this window, maybe? No. Okay. Alright. Let's check the last one, then. This had a lot of dialogue, so hopefully this helps. What all you missed before hopping on? Not much. Just recapping stuff for people and that sort of thing.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete's mother I tried my best.
Aye.
To pull him back, to save him.
You tell her yourself. Brennan! Bring the surgeon's kit!
Okay. So the Scottish doesn't help because that's just... That's Hoskett, who, yeah. Not great. And there was no, like, other dialogue. Tried to pull him back, tried to save him. So that was with the Kraken, which will tie to a Paul. No boat there. Boat. It is now too dark to see a boat. That's him. That's a different person entirely. Still have no idea who this guy is after however many years. Look while the pocket watch is open to flip directly to the relevant page. Oh, interesting. Okay, this isn't an unknown attacker anymore. We know this is Glanigan, wherever he is. Brennan. And he's like the third or fourth mate. Three more. KO'd. We do a little racial profiling. Okay, so now we know that he was shot not by an unknown attacker, but he was shot by Davies, who's the fourth mate. Who this person is, I don't know. They're somebody important. So, surgeon, carpenter, purser, helmsman, maybe. Helmsman would probably be pretty easy. At some point, someone's going to be steering in one of these. We'll leave that for now. We want to try to minimize the just like clicking through everything. Unknown officer? Yeah, unknown officer right now. Because that's dumb. Who is this? What fate befell them? Hell if I know. Henry was probably the dude who's trying to patch up the dude who was stabbed. The person who was trying to patch up the dude who was stabbed. You're talking about here? This guy? This is the first mate. We've thoroughly known who it is. You could see it in a previous memory he was following him. And we know who everyone is except for this goober, who just doesn't feel like talking. Because of course you don't. I don't know what fate befell them. I mean, they could be alive. They could just be like, you know, they could be alive by like the Canary Islands. That's where the boat is right now. Maybe. Hey pirate, how you doing? Care to use your piratey expertise here? That's gonna be tricky. Like alive on Azores. I don't know. This guy is also one of the officers. I just don't know who they are. Three memories, yeah. Okay. Well that's a few more knocked out at the very least. Some of these will just kind of fall into place, because if we know who this is, both this and this one kind of fall into place. Not a great deal, but somewhat. Yeah, like this is, we know this has got to be an officer or a servant, just the way they're dressed. He had talked about the Pete, not the Pete, but Pete. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, let's start with the Doom here. We're just going to keep working backwards and trying to at least connect some of the dots. I know some of the dots will be definitely non-linear, but anybody and anybody who's in a memory could be important. Yeah, this guy was executed. We know all about the murder. Or we could try... One second. I wanna try Chapter 10 just to see if, for whatever reason, we can see the boat.
Lest we break it down and take more than those shells.
You know?
You bastards make time. Exactly what I give you.
Maybe not. Maybe there really is nothing, but it definitely feels like something that would sneak in to like the end of the game, because it wouldn't make sense until the start of it. Full circle and all that nonsense.
Where are they? Must be in here someplace.
Yeah, you did that. The knife.
The bottom of the sea. That's a lie.
Let's see how far we can get. Gosh, it'd be so much easier if the boat just sank, you know? Alas. Yeah, I don't think we're getting anything out of this. But I still want to see. Nothing at all. I don't know. Maybe we just leave that for later. I know we're like almost halfway through deductions, but these deductions are gonna have to be like some absolute nonsense at this point. So let's start in chapter 7. Since bargain doesn't exist, apparently. Patient of the corpse. Over here. Here? Yeah.
Me on. Over my dead body, you bloody day. How was that? No cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat. Before I forget, you killed my brother. What? That was an accident. No probes.
Who are you?
Nice. Oh, shut
Carrying something.
No, don't.
Another officer of sorts. What are you carrying? Perhaps cash? The books, which would make you the purser. How goes the murder solving? Oh, so good. We're so good at the murder solving. I'm very good at it. One guy was bleeding out earlier and talking to the other guy. The other guy says something like, hold on, orcs or something. Can't remember. If I remember correctly. He said, och, because he was super Scottish. Which is how we put those two into. Like I said, we do a little racial profiling on the channel. Just a little. A little bit. Tiny bit. So that's the purser. Like, we've solved this mystery, so to speak. We know who killed him. How many left to solve? We've solved 24. 24 of the 60. Yeah, 3 others were present. You, completely unknown guy. I'm guessing... Okay, so... We don't know what fate befell them yet. I'm guessing it was a bad fate, personally. Probably not great. Who is this? They're an officer, for sure. Or a steward, I guess. Stewards would be dressed up like that, but only the... I don't know. Ship steward. Third mate, bosun's mate, surgeon, surgeon's mate, carpenter. Duncan McKay, Scotland, England, Poland. How much can we racially profile this guy? Ship steward, India. Do you look Indian? Damn. Anyways, we don't know what fate befalls them yet. Not yet. This guy gets crushed by a terrible beast next. That's the artist. That one, thankfully, pretty easy to solve. He wasn't in any of the pictures. But, again, there might be clues about where those two went. Around somewhere else. Just, it's time for the diarrhea death, so keep it up. Listen to that harmonious. Okay, any boat out here? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Who are you? You are Paul Moss. You were killed by a sword. Where? When? Killed with a sword by an unknown. Oh, right. They were trying to escape. Yep. Okay. I know that's Paul. Okay, that's the first mate steward. Now, who else is going on about this? These two are just chilling. Everyone seems pretty calm for having to fight off 56. Is that like the ledger? For what number there? 45? 43. Oh, okay. Alright, so some of these people... Weird. Should be pretty easy. Because there'll be that number on the ship's ledger, I believe. But we need to see them actually, like... This one just says X. Like 10? Or what? 10 would be... Like, the 40s makes sense just because... Like, that's the... 10 would be the carpenter. Which I guess might... That might be the carpenter, I guess. I don't know. Please scroll down. No, you don't feel like it. That's fine. Yeah, because the 40s would be like the top men, the seamen, all the good stuff. So this guy is a mate to you. Probably. Yep. Okay, so these two intrinsically tied together. Actually, specifically, this guy is the last mate. He's the third mate, which means this is the third mate steward. So we now know these two just based on that little chunk. Can also go up, right, and see what's going on out here. So we'll have to remember that. We know. Okay. This guy was shot. No, not you. You. That is the fourth mate. And that is the fourth mate's steward. Okay, good to know. Just based on proximity, it makes sense. And you are going to be racially profiled by me. Apologies. Yeah, I don't see the boat. It's definitely gone very quickly. But we might we might see them be grabbed by the Kraken very soon. Is my guess. And then above we can't really see anything. Okay. So we've tied a few of these people together. And also found the numbers on the bunks, which might help us out, tying a few more people together. Okay. Boom, bam. Wow. It really comes apart quick. I think that's this guy. Should be 3, part 3. Sick. Okay, so they're loading. These two both get blown to smithereens. One of whom we already know that they're shot, but by who? Who knows? We know they like playing dice, so if we see someone playing dice earlier on, we know. I want to know who this guy is. Oh, that's Wolf. The gunner. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? You got electrocuted, yeah. Knifed, officer, burned, yeah. Exploded. Okay, so... loaded. Nothing else there. Only ones who played in games with 2 Russian groups playing cards. Yeah, that was in, like, Chapter 2, right? That'll definitely be a thing we want to check out. Now, another thing is, I still kind of want to look for the ship. I would love to know if the ship officially bit the dust or not. Anyways. We got you. That's Brennan, right? Yeah. We got you. Ah. Pretty sure the rescue boat's long gone? Yeah, but I feel like there's gotta be something there that shows what happens to it. Otherwise, how are we gonna figure it out other than, well, I mean, some logical guessing. Or illogical. I'm better at that. Okay, so you're tied again to this. Got it. How about you? Yep. You got the tats. You get ripped in half later. You are... who? This guy. Playing cards, so Russian. we're not allowed to go back up during this one. Of course we're not. Like, I think that second rescue boat is long gone, and I don't think we'll be able to see it. I wouldn't doubt that the Kraken shows up and grabs it out of the air at some point during this chapter. Fingers crossed. Yeah, so both these guys get blown away because he already lit it. That makes sense. All that makes a good bit of sense. I mean, it's awful, but it do be making the sense. Nothing new from this standpoint. Because that's still Brennan. Oh, sorry, no, that's still the unknown, and this is still Brennan here. And the next one of these guys gets smusharooned. It can't be either of these guys. It's got to be... later. Okay. I don't think we're missing anything here. It's a Kraken. Hard to miss. Lots of tentacles, big maw. Who's the dude on the ground? Russian that got killed later. I plan on eliminating him by orders of operations. Still don't know who this guy is. He played dice. We could click through stuff. That'd be very dull and boring. Okay, that's the third mate steward that got crushed. We just know that. We don't... Oh, sorry. No. Third mate steward. Boom. He's right next to him. And that's the third mate for sure. Because the fourth mate is the one that was doing the whole mutiny. So that one's solved. Yeah. But we're still gonna look at it because could be some secrets to it. The more we eliminate, the easier this is gonna get too. Until we just get to a bunch of seamen and like passengers and top men. Okay, finally things are... Oh, no. Incorrect. I was like, finally, things are looking up for us to get out of there and finally start looking at things. No. Alright, so we think this is the third mate steward, because that's the third mate. That's first mate. That's second mate. That's fourth mate. And that'd be the fourth mate steward. And this, I think, is the third mate himself, which is why he's so concerned. This is the... No, this guy is the Russian still, right? Yep. One of. This has gone horribly awry here. Nothing really else other than who are these two? We got ourselves the... A person. What are you holding, Buck? Buckaroo. What are those? And I would assume this is like his steward, assistant, whatever. They all wear the same thing. And that's right next to him. Yeah. It's gotta be. What the heck are these? They look like eggplants. Anything cool out here? Nope, just the very low resolution thing here. Okay. Nothing much new, just chaos. But that is much easier than what we're about to do, which I think is dealing with loose cannon. Who's this guy? Oh, he must have been interesting. That must have been Powder. Dude trying to blow up the Kraken is next. It didn't work, but hey, you know. Brave. Here? Is that him? Yeah. So he's like, throw the powder. This has got to be the steward again. You don't happen to have a boat in your tentacles, do ya? Squidward tentacles. Wait, who the heck are you? That was from earlier. What? Okay. I mean, good to know. I think we found out what happens to this guy. Death by drowning. How's the boat still floating? Don't worry about it too much. Fate befell them. I would imagine they drowned. By a fish, unofficially a beast. It's not for certain, but like, I mean, I don't think he's gonna do much. Boat's still floating through the power of friendship and willpower. And a little thing I like to call buoyancy. It's also impossible to make out like any of this. Just a mess. Okay. Not like it has any holes in it. Nah. Nah. It's all good. It's all good. So you are an officer. Which, you're not the third mate. You could be the surgeon, the carpenter, the purser, or the helmsman. Anyways, you're an officer. Shit, what was 7? Oh yeah, the guy that got torn apart. Where was that? Over here, I think? Yeah. This'll have a lot to do with it. That's the gunner throwing it to the guy that we don't know yet. That's just water. How's the see? Boat. They drowned. They do be drowning. 1, 2, 3. I think there was 3 in the original one. So, I need to remember which of the... It was like, you... Maybe you. Anyways, well, the boat drowned. I wish it would let me zoom in on this, but I don't know. Power of intuition and all that. Okay, how do you feel about this, boss? You are the fourth mate. Yep. Okay. That's already happened. I killed a couple of those. This is the Russian again, right? Yep. Who are you? The mate of the unknown officer who exploded. You got knifed later. By this guy, actually. Did anyone say anything in this one, by the way? No. No dialogue, just grunts. Yep, okay. So, you get torn in half. Not great. Who are you? Nobody knows. You exist. You're just a seaman. Who are you? I assume you're the third mate. Okay. Anything else happening here? Oh wait, does this count as drowning? Or does this count as falling? Because isn't there fell? Yeah, fell overboard. Makes sense to me, for that at least. I think the other one, they can't fall overboard because they weren't in the boat. I don't know. I assume it's kind of coded in where as long as it makes sense, they'd be like, yeah, that counts. Like, it accepts a few answers, as long as those answers are, you know, mostly correct. Who are you? I've seen you already. Who are you? You are being racially profiled by me. Just a little. Just a little. At least one of them is a topman, because all the Chinese are topmen, according to the ledger. Okay, guy gets torn in half. Not great. And then it's Abigail, right? But now we can tie Martin to this. Wherever the hell her corpse ended up. I'm not sure. Oh, I guess it was moved posthumously, so let's go in here. Okay, smack. I think... Okay, so this is Martin. Martin is the third mate, I assume. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Okay. The Doom. It's the last part of the Doom. Say anything else? Come here. Smacko. That's Martin. Okay. Got... This is the bosun here. Okay, I think this is the Frenchman that the bosun... Because the bosun talks about it later, right? His arm's ripped off. You can see his arm getting, you know, massaged there. Talks about, where's my Frenchman? Your mate was torn apart. I assume they're fighting together. Mate was torn apart. So torn apart by the beast. Is my guess. So, if that's the case, that would be this guy. He's the bosun's mate. He's from France, and he got torn apart by the beast. Just like baseline, if they're fighting together, it makes sense that they were mates together. weird. Hello. That's this guy again. We still don't know who he is. But we're starting to connect some people, at the very least. This guy that mutinied, I really wish you'd tell me your name, sir. That would be very helpful. Who's this guy? Oh, well, maybe that's the bosun's mate? I don't know. I feel like that guy's the carpenter, though. My guess is that didn't go very well for him, either way. Yep, he tried to help these two of the passengers. That's that. Yeah, I gotta assume that's right. It might not be. Anybody else getting tossed around a little bit out here? Perhaps, perhaps not. That's okay. Or at least getting a little better sense of some things. I'm guessing this guy does not show up again, right? He's got to be an officer or something. Surgeon, carpenter. I mean, I just kind of assume he was torn apart. I don't know. He fell overboard. This guy is... Guess he could be Polish. Helmsman, purser. Oh wait, no. He's got his hand on the wheel. He's the helmsman. I'm stupid. That makes sense. I mean, he got killed by a beast, but you know what exactly that entails, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm gonna assume if he got that, then he was just torn apart by a beast. Or at least that counts. You can assume. Okay, so we were right on the bosun's mate, we were right on the helmsman. And we were right about the steward. That's good. 27. Now, I want to go back really quick and see who was in the boat, and then at least mark them down as... This is training for Ace Attorney? You bet your butt it is. Ace Attorney is interesting because here we theoretically, we have all the things to succeed, and that's great. In Ace Attorney, you're given bits and pieces of the case, and just have to heckin' survive. Who was the guy that got shot? It was over here, right? Yeah. Like, some cases you might already know who the villain is by the start, or at least have been introduced to them by the start. But sometimes it is just, you're given just enough to cast doubt on the case that you get to survive for another day and collect more and more clues. And then you continue to do that. Some of the puzzles are out there. He's turning a bit like an old school adventure game. Tell me about it. Okay, so you, and you were all the three. Okay, good to know. Okay, so you were all drowned. Drowned by a terrible beast. Drowned by a terrible beast. Drowned by a terrible beast. Yeah. This helps. Yeah, don't even get me started. In the first game, and I won't spoil this because if anyone really wants to play the original trilogy, I highly recommend it. But in the one of the first cases, you have to present a metal detector? It's not intuitive as to why you need to do that to me, but it sure did happen, and it also almost broke 14-year-old me's brain. Whew. Okay. I'm happy with the progress we're making. I am happy with it. That is the doom. The parrot got me. Oh. I see you've played this before. Alright, Soldiers of the Sea time, right? Starting with this guy. Not Unknown Soul, officially. It's definitely a topman. Probably Chinese. In fact, we can pretty much now say that, like, all of these people are, in fact... Hello. Topmen. Of course, if you actually would, like, zoom in for me. Yeah, so Topmen. Topmen. Okay, this guy is one of the Topmen. If he's one of the Topmen... That actually makes it a little easier to figure out who he is, because he's not Chinese. Oh. Okay, you weren't a seaman, you were a topman. You're not from England. You're not from New Guinea. Persia. That seems like Russian. Like, he seems like a Russian. Also a topman, okay. Who's this guy? Oh no, this guy is also... Okay. Well, actually, that helps a lot. So he's not Russian. He might be from New Guinea instead. Oh, and he's a topman too. This helps so much because we can... we can racially profile. Okay. I believe this guy is, in fact, Maba. What that means, don't know, don't care. Or he's from Persia? No, Persia would be the turban, because we're racially profiling, right? Yes. Okay, racially profiling, go. Okay, this guy's a topman. He's from Persia. He's got a turban. Profiled. This guy's Chinese. We don't know exactly what happened to him, but he's a topman. Oh, this feels wrong. Okay, you were killed by a sort of unknown attacker. This is not an unknown attacker, it's the Russian topman. He is very Russian. Boom. Sometimes racial profiling can win you a video game. Perfect. Oh, we're not good people. That means that this guy was, in fact, also a topman, specifically the only one from, well, he's either from Scotland or England, right? You were killed by the officer. You were clubbed by Brennan. This guy was shot by that. And then this is, again, Volkov. Boom. Passenger-wise, how many passengers were there? Abigail from Scotland, Italy, and then a bunch from, well, two from England, Pasqua, who got killed, and then the Formosan 4. So, I mean, 3 women, Miss Jane Bird, Emily Jackson. Oh no, Abigail. So that's these 2. We don't know which of the 2 they are, though. I mean, Miss Jane Bird seems like the more formal of the 2. No, Miss would be the younger, based on, like, honorifics. Which would mean, and that was Emily Jackson that shot him. Because it was the one that was older, I believe. We might have to revisit that. We'll see. I don't know. Are you Scottish or English, bucko? You're Russian. And this guy... R.I.P. Can we see anything else here? The crabs is a startin'. This guy's climbing the rigging. Come on, let me zoom in. Oh my gosh. Ridiculous. Is the unknown passenger the stowaway? No. What had been discussed, this is horrifying, by the way, by one of the people that came in yesterday that was helping out a little bit. Basically, so that's the last of the... God, I wish I could... Honestly, I bet you're English, but I'm not sure fully. Unknown is just helpful by, like, oh, you know it's an officer, you could say it's an unknown officer. It just lets you kind of narrow things down a little bit. Oh, Botterill. How do we know this was him? Oh, because it said, like, it's already done for Nick, right? Oh, well, in that case, that ties up exactly who this guy is. It's not Nick Botterill, and that was one of the last 2. So this should clean out Chapter 10. Was Botterill... Oh no, Botterill's just removed from the victim, so it's we just know it's not. Oh, I mean, he looks Scottish. Do we dare? Is it really not? I thought Botterill was one of the 2. Botterill. Oh, there was another one. There's 2. Yeah, there's 4 from China, 1 from Scotland. Yeah, and we're not, I mean, that's him, but we just don't. Anyways, let's go on to part 2 here. Which is it this guy that got stabbed? And the crab was coming right up there. Should be Botterill. Yeah. Alright, 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 alright. Okay, so that's Botterill. Who are you? Oh, that's Lind. How about you? You got on the boat. All we know is you got drowned. Okay. You get crushed by a beast later. You know, as it happens. Don't know exactly who you are, other than you get shot there. That's Brennan. Brennan, you saw some serious shit, didn't you? 2 of these 3 get on a boat together. That's kind of intriguing. This is the bosun's mate, yeah. Nothing else here, it looks like. Which is fine. The truth will come to light eventually. I'm kind of looking to see if any of them has a gun right now to make it easier to see who shoots that guy later on. Because they're pretty clever about that, because they lock you out with a memory. Either way, we're halfway there. What's next? Come on, boss. On the gun deck. Where? Oh, we're on the gun deck. This guy.
What's going on? Stay back! She'll wake your neck. Hey! Come on, boss! No, get there! Hey! Cat!
Okay, who's this guy? He's hiding. That makes sense. I would too. Anybody else chilling? No. He'd be hiding. And again, ugh, no blame. No blame here. Only acceptance. Too spooky for me as well. Who are you? You are, in fact, the 4th mate, which means you are the 4th mate's steward. Okay, unknown. 1 second. We've seen him. I just don't know where. Was he in the escape? No. Well, maybe. He just wasn't that guy. Yeah, okay. Well, this is the 4th mate's steward. We don't know exactly what happened to him, though. And we don't, I guess, officially know what happened to any of those 4. I wonder if we can go here, look at the picture again. Dead body top left. Okay. 1 second. Abigail's dancing with you. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think the miss is the honorific for a younger, like, unmarried person. Misogyny or whatever, I don't care. We're just trying to figure out who disappeared and why and where. Okay, so you're the older one, which means I think you are Emily Jackson. And then I think you are Miss Jane Bird. Alright, where's the dead body? Besides this one. Or was this... Did I just top deck? Which one? Because some of these... I mean, that's the guy that got speared. That's the guy that got electrocuted. This is a guy that dies later. He has a bad time. He gets crushed by the beast and the cannon. I don't remember their names. Because we don't know them yet. I don't think there's anything else, though. God, I hope not. So here's the thing. A, who's this guy? He escapes. You're bad? No. Any and all help is necessary here. Okay, so he's like, stay back, boss. Right? Or is he saying that? He's... Okay, time to go a little racist here. It's 1807, and if we look at the good old thing here, I'm gonna guess the black guy says boss, and oh no, he doesn't. Come on, boss. No, get down. Well, I've become a racist. He's there. That's just a Seaman. You get speared later. You get spiked. If you get speared later, maybe we get a little bit of a hint. You've got an axe. Why do you have an axe? Hmm? Can you, let me know on the... It's like... If you're not his boss, you'd be his mate, right? And then Winston Smith would be the carpenter. That's just a theory, however. A game theory. Like, I don't know how many more bosses there can be. There's only so many mates and stewards. There's the ship's steward, I guess. Boss, though. What's next? These two goobers. Okay, you're dancing with them. You got decapitated. You... Who are you? This goober. Okay. That was down another floor, right? That'll be intriguing, for sure. Or no use. Burn it quick. Yeah, their decaps got tated for sure. Okay, so this is back on the last floor. Who's this guy? He took it to the shoulder. Saved by... Gotta try to escape. Why? Everyone should wear name tags. This guy will not die. Not yet, at least. That's the fourth guy. Anything behind here? No. Nope, 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 nope. But he took a spear. Is he the one that gets shot last? Maybe. Let's see. That's the first mate. Got this guy who is closing or opening it? I don't know. Got there, that's the gunner. That makes sense. Who are you again? We don't know. You got a flamethrower or something, though. Also, probably an officer, though. If he's comfortable doing that. You know, like, who would it be? Okay, so I'm guessing this is the carpenter. Okay. If that was... Yep. What's the other one we got right? We were right about the passenger, too. Good. Honorifics are important back in the day. All right, so that feels good. You're being awesome, shooting things, ripping through here. Yeah. These two both get decapped. This guy gets thwackoed. Halfway is right. Ass, tell me, who do you belong to? Yeah, I think that's the officer, and that's... I mean, how many officers are left? We've landed on most of them, other than like, basically, which officer still has a steward, because they were seen together a few different times. The surgeon, the surgeon's mate, the gunner, and the gunner's mate. It's not the third mate. It's not the... It could be the purser, I guess. But I don't know. It also just could be midshipmen. They're supposed to be kind of also part of the group, in which case, like, these three could be something. I mean, like, look, we got first mate steward, don't know. That's the third mate steward, though. So that would be, what, second and fourth, just based on the uniforms? Second and fourth that are left. Because, yeah, that's the third mate. That's fourth. And the fourth mate. No, that's the fourth mate steward. Okay, so one of these is maybe the captain's steward. That makes sense. There's 5. You're the carpenter mate. You're the carpenter. You're a seaman. You're the bosun. You're the bosun's mate. You're a topman. You're probably topman. Wasn't the captain's steward killed though? Yeah, you're right. He was. Because that's him. But we haven't locked that in yet, so it's not showing up because I didn't know which of the firing squad killed him. Hope it's not you, because that's the only one we don't officially know. Okay. Annoying for now. Very annoying. Anyways, these 2 decapitated. Yep. That's the butcher. Now we just need the baker and the candlestick maker. Also, this is one of the stewards, probably. There's also a ship's steward, right? So, there's a lot of stewards. So many stewards. So many, it's making me think I'm saying Stewart. For some reason, that's supposed to be clear. Why would you be... You're a passenger, sure. I don't know. Passenger dancing, passenger dancing, passenger dancing. Don't know who that is. You got decapitated. Is there any other passengers? Did we miss a passenger? No, we literally did not. They're all dead. Or accounted for. Unhelpful. Right, the passenger steward was... Wait. Wait. Let's go back to the murder. You might be right. Pasquale was knifed by the second mate. No, this guy was blamed for it. The Hawk Sing Lao. The murder happened after. So many little intricacies, man. Hard to keep them all straight. Impossible, really. Okay, well, it is what it is. We'll figure it out. Gosh dang it. Stop messaging me. Okay. Okay. That should be good. Got decapitated. This unknown soul burned to death. Why is this supposed to be so easy to figure out? I don't understand. A one triangle difficulty of all the things. So, got decapitated. The bosun and the first mate are both, like, trying to help here. Still don't know about Mr. Hat. Mr. Hat's gotta have an actual, like, officer's role. Refuse to believe otherwise. Like, literally all the hats. It's gotta be part of the uniform. Anyways, this guy is still crawling out after getting spiked. Yep, same guy here. This guy dies later. Butcher gets spiked. Oh, did we miss one? Maybe that's why. Let's keep it in mind, at least. Anything over here? Seems such a waste to have this, unless it's, like, important. Maybe not. I think the steward was locked in the brig or something. But that was later, I think. I don't know why you're a one triangle difficulty, because I'm having 10 triangles of difficulty trying to unravel you. Alright. No, that was 5 out of 8. And this guy gets spiked.
I've got you. Don't move. I'll get you down.
Is there, like, a thing in the picture I'm supposed to figure? I don't know. If those three are tied together, they could just be the midshipmen. Which would make him either Peter, Lanksh, or that, but I doubt it. It's a trio of 3, but that could mean any number of things here. This guy keeps crawling. Someone said hand me that gun. It looks like it's the carpenter that's got the gun currently. Who else has got a gun? Your sword. Yeah, so carpenter's got the gun. Janie's got a gun. Burr, 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 burr. Burr, 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 burr. Dog days with me again. Do, 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 do. I don't remember most of the song. So right now we're thinking the carpenter's the one who fired the final shot on this, not this guy, but a different guy. Yeah, you got spiked. Yeah. Then you got speared. You got shot. And based on the last memory, I think it was the carpenter. I don't know who you are, but carpenter. Make for the lazarette. Secure the hold. Someone shoot the damn thing. that's the first mate, but his gun's pointed in the wrong direction.
Someone shoot the damn thing!
That is still a unknown person. Maybe the gunner's mate also wears a top hat to signify it. No, that looks more like the guy that escapes on the first boat before the Kraken, but then dies. I don't think it's the carpenter. Yeah. That's the other of the two. Yeah, these guys got decapitated. Can't see anything there. Can't see anything there. Yeah. Starting to think that guy might be the surgeon. Which would be intriguing. Either way, that... Blam, right? Yeah, that's gotta be it. Okay, he gets shot after, but just not in a place of glory. If I remember correctly, the 8th is like, you have to examine in here. Right? 8 out of 8. Yeah. Yeah, and that's this guy. Who are you? Right. It's that. You escape. Yeah, I think it was you, maybe? I don't know. Or not. How'd you get behind there, bucko? Please let me through, thank you. I can't tell if it was the bosun's mate or if it was the other guy. They both have things right now. And it doesn't... We'll say it was the bosun's mate for now. Let's look at a few others here. That was the gunner. We're not sure who you are. Third mate Stewart got killed. We're not actually sure if this is a officer anymore. But they were kind of tied together. I don't think it's a surgeon anymore. Ship steward from India, Captain Steward from Sweden, second mate steward from that. Topman, seaman. Is that the third of the, Oh, you're separate entirely, aren't you? Right. Are you the purser? Are you a midshipman? I don't know. This is what, the third of the three there? Yeah. Jackson. Fourth mate steward. I think this is the surgeon. No, I think this is the surgeon. I don't know what happened to the third mate, honestly. I mean, he's definitely one of the topmen. He's either like a Scottish topman or an English topman, but we don't know which topman he is. When does the third mate die? Fourth mate dies here. None of those is the third mate. None of those is the third mate. They're talking to the third mate here, Martin. It's part of the bargain, I guess. I guess let's work on Unholy Captives time. Both of these goobers were spiked with a terrible beast. This dummy was the cook. Yep, and then this guy was killed by huh. Boy, oh boy. We do be running into a bit of a brick wall. That's alright. We're just working our way backwards. And then when we get to the frontwards, we'll work our way frontwards. And then when we get backwards, we'll work our way backwards again. Forever and ever into eternity.
What the hell is going on?
Shall must be protected, we all die.
What do you know about these things? About the chest and your dead friends? Shell? What shell?
Okay, he's got... Maybe this is the surgeon? Wait, did the surgeon have a helper? Because he's got a doctor's bag there. No, that's the surgeon too. Huh. Okay, I think he's the surgeon's mate. I'm pretty certain of that one. Which would make him the surgeon. That makes a good amount of sense. This is the other of the four... No, this is one of the top men. Interesting. The electrocuted topman. Because this was after they had tried to break out and they got scuppered. Where are you? Who are you? Oh, John, who's about to get killed. That's the third mate. Who's here? The guy who tried to escape, and the other guy who tried to escape. They must have seen something. Then we've got you. You're a seaman. That makes sense. You, also a seaman. Yep. Seaman. And... well, we now know this guy is a seaman. No insults needed. Let's see. Yeah, you were electrocuted. We can't really figure you out yet. This guy burned to death. For some reason, that's really easy for you to say. Where was this? Where? Wasn't you. It wasn't you. It wasn't you. Nope, nope. He's a seaman. He's playing cards. He was probably Russian. But either way, we'll do that for now. That is who this guy was, right? Yeah. He was just looking. Maybe he's not Russian. But no, Samuel Peters is not Russian. He's playing cards. Anyways. That at least qualifies him for a little bit more. Then this guy gets killed. That's the gunner. Better head to bed, catch some sleep, no worries. It's not like we're... oh no, that's the bosun. And his mate. Yeah, it's not like we're making a huge amount of progress right now. Anyways. But slow and steady, at least. Slow and steady backwards. Ain't that right, kitty? Yes, 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 yes. Okay, you got spiked. And the cook gets killed by the tail because he's an idiot. Probably my favorite death in the game. Or very close to it. He's like, okay, let me look at this. Okay, so what do we got here now?
Give it a tea and I can fry a solid meal, boys. No, take it slow.
Yeah, that's the surgeon's mate. It's gotta be him. He's tied to this.
It's a pretty shelly, eh?
It's the bosun. The bosun's mate. Yeah. Topman. No, give me that guy. Give me this guy. Third guy. Another one. Who are you? One of the top men, as always. Also a top man. He's talking to all the other mates. And also the gunner. Who the hell are you? And why are you right next to everything else? You're not the helmsman. You're not the surgeon. I mean, but you got a cool hat, so you gotta be someone important. Like, you gotta be. Is there literally any other officer? He's the only other one with a hat. Period. He'd have to be the purser. But, like... Or this... midshipman. No. I mean, the purser makes sense, right? He's from Scotland. He wouldn't be the gunner's mate. Well, actually, he could be the gunner's mate. Whatever. Unknown officer. I mean, he's right... He is right next to the gunner. That doesn't necessarily imply anything. Though he is almost always with the gunner. I mean, look, if this is true and he's like the gunner's mate from Poland, then this guy was also killed by... Oh, we don't know who he is. That's unfortunate. That does not help. That's the only one this guy's killed. Let's go with the assumption he's the gunner's mate for now. Just... Cause... First, third mate, gunner, gunner's mate. Because the purser... I don't know. Like, if we look at the glossary, isn't the purser, like, just handles the money? Am I crazy? Yeah, accounts for all cargo and trade. Just... I don't know. I just don't know. Alright, this guy gets slapped. Do we know who this guy is? Another seaman. I mean, if all three of these guys were seamen, wouldn't the fourth one also be? This guy drowns on a boat. That's the third mate steward. That's the fourth mate steward. We don't know what happened to him, but he's got on that last boat. Third and fourth mate steward hang out together. That makes sense. How about you? Who are you? Okay. How about you? Who are you? All the seaman. I mean, I think he's a midshipman. I just... Having these three all be midshipmen, I guess, makes sense, but... It's also hard to tell everybody apart. Gunner, gunner's mate... Carpenter, carpenter mate, third and fourth. Yeah, there's just seamen there. Those are super separate. But it feels like almost everybody else would have to be on here. But there's three midshipmen and there's three there too. Yeah, like these three are... Oop, what? These three are tied, like, at the hip. I feel like they've got to be the midshipmen. And you... Who are you? Undecided. But very unhappy with everything. Okay. And the cook dies. Nothing of value was lost there. Where's the door, though? The door does have some value. Because it lets me escape. There we go. 1, 2, 3. We know this guy is crushed by cargo, but we gotta like look at the scene first. So Rory must have still been like alive and kicking at this point. You know, I should have realized he was the carpenter just by this. And then, yeah, that's my bad. That was stupid of me. Anything else cool and unusual that I should have noticed? Probably. That's why we're working backwards. Noticing some earlier connections and working through them based on it. So we already know who's this. Yeah, you died. This guy is the butcher. He dies later. This guy is the author. Weird. Or artist, I guess. And then, who are you? Don't know, but you drowned. You're not the surgeon, you're not the surgeon's aide. Who is the surgeon's aide that I've... Oh, I've labeled this guy up here as the surgeon's mate, which makes sense. They've been seen together, like, all the time. That might not be right. When we eventually connect 3 more, we'll be able to basically rule out everything else. Okay, that's a pretty simple one. It would have definitely helped the carpenter scenario, but not much more. And then this guy gets killed by the captain's steward, who we should honestly be able to see who and where it is. Wherever that is. There we go. Ba-bum.
Keep pressure here.
Okay, that's the captain's steward. It's the bosun, first mate, captain. Bosun.
All's fine, John. Better than West Spots, I think.
Yeah, he's helping. Yeah, evidence is overwhelming for those two. Who are you? Just another goober. Where is the rest of his leg, actually? Oh, I guess it was over here. But why? Why did he drag that out? "'Tis just a flesh wound. Well, your arm is gone." "No, it isn't." Alright, let's, oh god, 4 is gonna be kind of a mess. Maybe we work through chapter 1. 4 is a bit of a mess, just because you have to keep track of everybody that, is in the 2 boats. Yeah, surgeon and the... Okay. Okay, so this guy is a seaman. This guy was a seaman. All these guys are, in fact, seaman. This wouldn't be work for midshipmen. We have no idea what happened to you whatsoever. Okay. You're seaman. About as far as we can go. This is the Formosan guy. Who are you? Also a seaman. Yeah. Okay. So these two. Oh, interesting. They were working kind of the same. Okay. Very, very interesting. We're narrowing things down, even if we're not officially solving the mysteries, I think. There's the stowaway here, but I don't think that's gonna give us anything new. It might, but I think it's supposed to be basically the exact same thing. Yeah, like literally the same exact thing. So who's left on the seaman chart? Things you can say on a ship and at a sperm donation clinic. Yeah, like these all have to be seaman. There's not that many left. We've killed a lot of them. Center booth, George. 1 from Sierra Leone, 3 from England, and 2 more from Russia. No, I didn't really want to click on either of those. Whatever. We'll figure it out later. Can I just, whatever. Chapter 2. Yeah, it died here. Where was it? It was on the gun deck? Gun deck might be helpful if only because we can check some of these bunks. This is cargo hold. This is the gun deck. I think. boy, oh boy. This ain't it, I don't think. Oh, it's the Orlop deck. I am dumb. Orlop deck is where most of them sleep. So this is surgery. Right? No, this is... wait. Where are we now? Oh no, we're in the gunner's store. Which does make more sense. Back the other direction. This is surgery. I wonder if the purser's office gives us any clue as to who the actual purser is. Or we'll actually see someone go in and out of it at all. Anywho, body bag. This one? Yes, good. So, 2 of these 3. Yeah, again, we don't know exactly who you are. We did know who this guy is. And I'm gonna guess that you are the other Russian seaman, because that just makes a lot of sense. All 3 of these guys are talking together. That is a very distinctive tattoo. 37 has a very distinctive tattoo. Who's 37? "37 is a topman from Scotland." Oh, that might... interesting. If 37's the topman from Scotland, would this tell us that, in fact, in the end... I mean, if he's got a tattoo, that would tell us a lot. Okay, Scotland guy's got interesting tattoo. Anything distinctive about you guys? I mean, 39, it's got some white ass shoes. That might be something. Most of these seem pretty dark and hard to tell apart. 59, 38. 59, 30. Oh my gosh. All right. White shoes on 39. Who would be... who exactly? Ah, one of the China topmen. Okay. Well, if one of the China topmen has white shoes, that also fits. Yeah. This guy. Either way, both of these guys are Russians. You're dead. We've already figured that out. You die from illness. And you get crushed. So, that leaves you 51. Fuck. Damn. That's unfortunate. Thought we were gonna be able to tell anybody. Don't know why you have an X, but That's kind of good. So then we don't need to worry about these things. 58. Any other distinctive shoes? Or distinctive anythings, really? Not particularly. So it was the Scotsman who has the tattoo, and then it's what, 39 that has the white shoes? Let's write down 39 really quick. Done that already. You're out and about for everyone to see. That's it. Okay. Where's the second one? Oh, God, we've gone all the way to the end. Bitter cold. Also, tragic illness. Inside the surgeon's room. Oh, you're talking about this guy. Spread. This guy seems like a nice enough dude. Yep. Yep, just double checking everything here. Anything else? Nothing there. Okay. I mean, hey, gotta be thorough. I was kind of hoping the purser would be in there. Made my life a lot easier. Alas. Anybody else? Just... Yep, Formosa. Are you also Formosan? Yeah, okay. So that's pretty useless overall. We know who all these people are. For better or worse. That's the cow, right? Kind of wondering if that will help us out here. Cow, cow, cow. Is the cow up or down? Or is it right here? Right here. Cow's gotta be important, right? Dinn carpenters can rhapsody this last rites. Never been on a farm before, Charlie. He's the one that puked.
Heads are here.
Oh, okay. So this guy who's burned, his name is Charlie. I don't know how he didn't pick up on that one. First line's talking about a dead person. Yeah, the guy that just died of illness. He burned himself, so that means it's him. His name is Charlie. Is he a midshipman? Thereby, yep. Perfect. Okay, so those three are midshipmen, which means the two other ones are just the two other midshipmen. They're tied together way too much. That was the surgeon's mate. That is the gunner's mate. Okay. Progress slow, excruciating, but progress, yeah, progress. Sorry, I woke you up from your nap.
One swing. Get true to Scotland.
Okay, let's see. That's the butcher. That makes sense. That's one of the other midshipmen. And that is the third midshipman. So 3 midshipmen with butcher.
Come on before she kicks off.
But yes, the first one's talking about a dead body. Getting him to the carpenters.
You alright there, son?
What? Never been on a farm, John?
Mind your shoes now.
Got the 2 here. Trying to see if there's any other secrets in these, because the earlier ones, obviously, like that very obvious clue just completely skipped by me. Here's them talking about that. Surgeon has a monkey, and that's shown up a couple of times, and but never officially. It's very strange. And then these are his 2 buddies that they're just making him carry up to their dead friend. Yeah. And that is just the surgeon's mate, which makes sense. Why won't you ever open your door, purser? Hmm? Ridiculous. Well, the murder happens on here too, so maybe that will be the case. Alright, murder time. We've worked back and forth. So, this is on the cargo. Oh, that's one down, I guess. So the mate was looking at the treasure. Wait, really? No, it was looking. Okay. Oh, right. We gotta look at the main deck to get the access to it, because that was... Gotcha. Yep. The body bag here. Yep. This guy, he killed him. He knocked them out. The conch started calling them when it was opened, I'm sure. Nothing else, which is really annoying. Yeah, okay. Nothing here. I don't think. The guard was protecting chest, yeah. But then blames the guard on here. Let's do that. Let's track the bullets.
You have been found guilty by self-confession of the murder.
It looks like, I mean, miss, maybe miss, so just hit from
as captain of this ship
you,
and by the authority of the East Indian
Brennan.
and thus the Crown of England, I sentence you to death.
You guys are so bad at aiming at a... Alright, so that was by Brennan. That one's for sure.
Mr. Wolf, when you are ready.
Right, sir. Ready, men.
The artists. A Topman. You got the shoes? No. Okay. Bosun. Carpenter mate. Fourth mate steward really doesn't like that. It's the fourth mate. The butcher and the cook. The monkey. It's interesting because you kind of get to look at everything a little closer. How's your feet looking? Pretty dark. Mate. Third mate steward. I would argue that this guy is the second mate steward, if don't know. He's real close, and it looks like he's talking to him. I think that he might have shown up on the, does it mean the royals who were on the ship brought the chest on board? Yeah, it was their cargo. It's the gunner's assistant, that's the first mate. Where's the captain now? Right behind my back. Yeah, I think this is them talking. So that's got to be the second mate's mate. Okay, no dark things there. And then they try to escape at the end of this. Just on the main deck. But I have to go to the first mate's quarters to look at it. Yeah, it was Formosan royalty. This is not right. This is over here. There we go. Who's this guy? The helmsman gets ripped. Cursed treasure on board? Only if it was opened. The hubris of them all is what did it. Okay, so the execution still happened. They kind of just left it there for a while. Lind got knocked out. Anything up here? Doesn't look like it. Pigos. This is one of the other midshipmen. Don't know which one. It's one of the two, though. One second. One nationality. Damn, they're both English. No profiling today. This would be an interesting movie to watch. It would be, wouldn't it? Like, almost out of order. The good old, like, entering the narrative midway through point. I think that would be very interesting. Okay, so this guy... Oh! We know exactly who you are. It's, the Scotsman. He's got the, yep. He's got the tattoo. Sick. He's 37. Boom. Alright, he was shot by Nichols. That makes sense. You're probably wondering how I got into this situation. Record scratch. Yep, we know who you are. We know who you are. Who are you? Okay, that's O'Hagan. Anybody else here? Well, we know he died on the journey here. One of the only other seamen around. We got you. Yeah, that makes sense. Who are you? You're one of the two Russians. And then that would be the second mate, which makes sense because they share everything. Who's this guy? Just a random dude. We don't really know who this is. Okay. Oh, that also means... I think that leaves... I mean, we'll go to the calling next because we're crazy. And that shit's gonna at least tie up some loose ends. But... this is not an unknown topman anymore. There's not many topmans left. There's only one. He's from England. Okay, chapters 3 and 10. Both knocked out at the same time. If a narrative is done right like that, it can be so cool. Like putting together the pieces. Honestly, Knives Out kind of even does that. Like a lot of good caper movies do it, where you're presented a part of it, but earlier on than you're used to. I think that's it here. Kind of surprised the topman didn't die there. All right, chapter 4, the absolute mess that is the dialogue and the various people in that place. Oh boy. Let's do it. Accessible only through another corpse. Accessible only through another corpse. Accessible only through... Okay, well, we know who this is. They are not the third mate, but they are the second mate's mate. Don't know what fate they made. It looked like they kind of got... He might have gotten strangled. I don't know. Corpses moves post-mortem. Corpses... Oh, right. They're the three here that...
Ahoy! Ahoy! Wait! Don't shoot! I have treasure! I yield! Hold your fire!
My man did not hold his fire. That was the last of the Formosans, so that makes a lot of sense. Who are you? That was the fourth mate. Who are you? You're not gonna tell me. That's okay. I want to just work from part 1 to part 6. But all these are kind of tied together. So we're just gonna have to work through it. Guess this guy burned alive or something. Not really sure how that worked. This is Nichols dealing with it. Lim got killed. You can just see the main character in the movie casually walking around through the memories like, oh, he's cornered by a Kraken. Very interesting. That's a tax write-off. They're not getting their full refund on their insurance claim. So no one else was in the boat at the time of here. Is 4 Lim? Cool. Alright, yeah, let's just work backwards here. Oh, giant crab demons. Yeah, sorry, that doesn't fall under Act of God. Yep, okay, so he stunned the mermaids by doing something. Who are you? You are unknown. How are you? You know? That's a knife in the... You got knifed by this guy, is what it is. It looks like... We couldn't really see in the actual death screen, but, yeah. Knifed, for sure. By, knifed by... you, I believe. That's because you. What's your name? Yeah, correct. Okay, so that guy got knifed in the noggin. You were speared by a beast. That makes a lot of sense. You're hiding like a baby. That makes a lot of sense. Who's next? Part 3 is. Yeah. All right. You. I guess I could kind of see it. Okay. Asking if O'Hagan can still breathe. Who's O'Hagan? Did we ever find out who O'Hagan was? Yes. In fact, that's... We got that completely right. Which is annoying. Oh, this guy's just gonzo. Okay. This guy got drowned. Not him. This guy. No, not this guy. This guy got drowned by a beast. I mean, how many seamen are left? It's not either of the two Russians. Theoretically, it's like one of the English. But anyways. What did he drop? He dropped a pipe, right? Is that what that is? There's got to be a pipe somewhere earlier on that like is tied to one of the cots or something. Is my best guess there. Spear through the dude's throat. Yeah, unpleasant.
Keep rowing! Where is
Yeah, one of these guys smoked. I just... Oh! I do believe we found one of our Russians. You got speared first. You're drowned, you're speared. Woof. Okay, so this guy was drowned. This guy was also drowned. They were both drowned. By beasts, and this was one of the two Russians, but we don't know which, so, and we only have one correct right now that I'm sure of, so more research needed, specifically for the smoker. I think the smoker would make a lot of sense here. Now, who was the first one? Checked and loaded on myself. This guy's already dead.
Sir, checked and loaded on myself.
I mean, he's also a seaman. I would just be pretty sure he's not a topman. Well, maybe he might be a topman. One of the few. Anyone got white shoes? Alright.
Shut it up. This is
Progress is being made, for sure. One, 2, and 3 are all done, so that leaves 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. 9's, we've got to be close on 9, right? 9, you were torn apart by a terrible beast and then you died, right? This guy was killed with a sword by the topman. This guy was then shot by Emily Jackson. Actually, I want to make sure that I've got Emily Jackson and the other one correct really quick. Yes, I do. I do. That's good. So that was that. Then shot by. Then the gunner's mate gets shot by the fourth mate. The fourth mate gets clubbed by Brennan, and then this guy was killed by the gunner's mate. I mean, he's one of the two midshipmen, right? Or is that? No, that's right. He's one of the three midshipmen. So, I mean, he's either this or that. Which ties in with you, right? We can kind of work those two Russian names and the two... midshipmen against each other here to kind of wager them, since we know we have a third one correct. Okay. It was literally the fourth of the four options, but hey. Like, yeah, there's probably ways to find out exactly who each of these people are, but when you've narrowed it down to like 2 or 3 total options, I don't feel bad like using it. Especially when we found one that we're sure is true, because you can kind of leverage that. Then, wait, who's left in part 9 that we haven't done? Oh, right, the 4... I mean, I don't know. I mean, I kind of just assumed that they're alive. In, like, the Canary Islands or something? I mean, we know that they're... Or maybe they made it all the way back to the UK? I don't know. Or... Where were we at this point? It wasn't the Canary Islands, it wasn't that. Azores or Madeira, perhaps? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if we can even really, like, figure it out right now. Didn't they all die? No, this was a different boat. So the boat that died to the Kraken was this one, and this one. They were all on the boat. Specifically, isn't this guy the other midshipman? Who is the last? 1 second. If we've gotten both midshipmen, there's one more to go. Yeah, okay. So we now know that this guy is Peter Milroy. So that one's a guarantee. Which leaves us with 2. I mean, damn. I mean, chapter 9, like, they escape, but how do we know that if they survived or not? This guy's killed, then you're killed. I wonder if, like...
Last one. Move quick. You'll not take the last punch.
Just wonder if they have any, like...
Down.
Don't know. If they have, like, any indication of where they're headed. Like, that's the surgeon, but... maybe do this instead.
Put me down. Let go. Easy now. We're in a bad
Now, who's this guy again? Who's the one that gets knifed?
Where is my Frenchman? The squid's gone.
Oh, you son of a bitch, you captain. More like Crapton.
We did it. It left with the storm. Captain came up with the hole. Said he changed it off.
Huh. You got shot, then next is down here. It's gotta be here, because the chapter 10 takes place during the daytime, and there'd be no clue after that. Brute force is always a thing. Well, amen to that, because it's all I got.
You have a plan?
Mutiny! Mutiny!
Listening to the calming sounds of a murder. Sorry, a double murder. As we hunt for clues. I don't know how I could see if they're even alive or not, you know? And if they are, how I would guess where they would be. Just don't know. Like, nothing seems to be like set in stone there. Maybe it's part of no, it can't be part of chapter 8, because this is chapter 9. It happens after chapter 8. Yeah, Yeah, we got smushed. We'll just check every window, every, like, sight line, and from there we can hopefully determine if they survived, or maybe it really will just always be unknown. Yep, you crawl here, double check there. Oh, not again. Let me in. Let me in! Alas. Alright, that's part 5. We definitely unlocked another one because we got the midshipman. This means that I think we also now know who the purser is. Probably. He's one of the last ones there. Nothing there. And there's just no way we're getting through there.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete's mother. I tried my best.
Aye.
Pete. Yeah, that's a thing. Pete. Who's Pete? Peter, Cotton. Here comes Peter, Cottontail. We have no idea. We haven't seen the third mate. He just doesn't have anything. Surgeon is, last time we see him is on the boat. Purser is the last of the officers, and we don't know about either of the last passengers. I guess there's the steward we don't know about either. We've seen you go away. This is correct. Midshipman exploded. The ship's steward also I don't know. Telling apart the topman is going to be a little bit of a rough time. We now know the other Russian because we've kind of eliminated them, and that just leaves a few England seamen. Anyways, Peter, not Peters. I wasn't even looking. Peter Milroy. Oh yeah, just exploded. Gotcha. I could have probably realized that sooner. We could have. Then we wouldn't have had to do the midshipman. We could have just tested the 2 Russians.
You tell him yourself. Brennan, bring the surgeon's kit.
Figuring it out on accident later on. A classic, if I do say so myself. Okay. So. That last Russian, we know he got killed. He drowned. Who was the last Russian? I have forgotten. Let's go back to the one part of chapter 2 that had it. Yeah, on the gun deck. Oh, that's here. On the other side of the gun deck. Step over the... Oh, not the gun deck. It's the one above the gun deck. I am lost. I am found. Okay. Also, if we could perhaps find a smoker, that'd be great. Anyways, so this guy is the other Russian. They're talking. He drowned. Beast. He got shot. So this guy is the other Russian. Just by process of elimination, that's got to be. And then let's also go to the memory in episode 5 where the guy gets electrocuted. All the top men were up there, so we can click on the one that has the white shoes and tie them to number 39. And that'll leave us with some good options, I think, for the last of these. Fingers crossed. Except for the four. The four, I don't know what happened to them. Alright. How are your boots? They're pretty dark. Dark shoes. Dark shoes. Light shoes. You've been profiled, sir. Three more fates. Correct. Okay. Based on shoe color, classic Sherlock. Classic Sherlock would be shoe size. Dude was, quite honestly, erotically aroused by footprints in the stories. Like, he was hype. It bordered on the obsessive, but it was pretty funny. Okay, so the calling. So we still don't know who you are, other than you are a. No, we don't know if you're even a seaman, are you? Who's left? I mean, you're not the third mate. You're not the purser. You're not Swedish. We are like running out of peeps. Thankfully. Yeah. Anyways, we don't really know about you. Yeah, you were killed, 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 you were killed. Both of the other Russians were together, that makes sense. We don't know about this guy at all. No, we don't. We don't know about it at all. We could try to track him, I guess. This guy was electrocuted. This guy was killed. You were decapitated. Yep. Burned. You were spiked. Okay, I mean, you were definitely shot by the bosun's mate. Or, well, I'm not totally sure it was the bosun's mate. Anyways, you're dressed up. You've got to be either, like, one of the two stewards. No, you can't be one of the two stewards. The steward was also missing. Philip Dahl, or whatever. We haven't seen him at all. At least I don't think so. Like, if I go to the Life at Sea, we know that this is Philip Dahl here. It just says, all we know is that that's Philip Dahl. We don't know anything other than that. Which leaves, we got first, second, and third mate steward there. He's got to be important. I think we've profiled, quite honestly, everyone on the top or on the bottom here. This guy's dead. Yeah, first, second, third, fourth is over here. That's this is the third mate. Honestly, the only thing I can think of is that I would assume the surgeon maybe had a plan, because who was in the boat? It was the fourth mate of the guy who got clubbed by Brennan. It was the two passengers, and it was the surgeon. I wonder if the surgeon has plans and we can like find him. That would be my best guess as to, like, because I think they must be alive. We obviously can't see anything unless there's something in chapter 10 we're missing, which is possible. We can go back to find it. Anyways, your third mate for sure. Yeah, we've got helmsman. There's one person who got drowned by a beast. There's one person here. We don't know who he is. Second mate, Those are the 3 midshipmen, gunner's mate and the gunner. That's a topman. He got electrocuted. We don't know who you are either, but you're probably a topman just because of the way you're sitting. Check the surgeon's office, maybe? Yeah. I don't see why not. Bosun, seaman, carpenter, fourth mate, steward. Then all 4 of those are locked in. We know this guy's a topman. Because he's Chinese. We do a little racism. Just a little. Yes. So these 2 both have to be, I think. The ship's steward is one of them. And the other would be the purser. My guess is the purser tried to dip. And that this guy is the ship's steward. Okay, I lied. I think you're the purser. And you're the ship's steward. Okay. Well, I'm holding steady on this for now. I don't see how they could... They're in uniform. They're like the last 2. So many deaths. What can you do? We're cursed. Literally improved your mood with one meal. That is a banger of a meal. Soul food. Alright, surgeon's office is down 1 more floor. Oh yeah, next to all the corpses of the crap people. Yep. Alright. You got any conveniently placed plans that say, like, trips to Africa? Perchance. We might just need to, like, keep an eye on the surgeon's office, in past memories. That's the only thing I can think of. So, chapters 1, 2, and 3 are all done. We've accidentally skipped to Unholy Captives. 4 is not done because of we don't know who you are, officially. Did this guy say anything? They say strange things about monsters. Okay, so... it's time to just be a little bit racist again. And he's a top man. Which confirms my suspicion that those last 2 people on that bottom drawing are the 2 other officers. Which means, like, this guy, for example, just, I mean, he has to be a seaman. Yep, that's a topman. That's all good. Yep, burned to death, butcher. Yeah, he's either the ship's steward. He also might not have been shot by Charles Minor, which is unfortunate. Because they're both... Actually, maybe it was... No, I think it was him. If he was the only other one there, I'm almost certain that was him. The problem is, I don't know if you're the ship's steward or the purser. No idea. Then there's the Doom. Yep. This guy was shot out with a cannon. Don't know, but you're a seaman. Yep. Seaman. And then this guy, I think, is the purser. He just I think he had some. He was like carrying something in there, and I think it was like cash or something. You're not an unknown soul. You are also a seaman. You're a topman. Bargain. Leaves the ship and return the book to me. H.E. Of course not. Bosun was torn apart. We did that, we did that, we did that, we did that, we did that. And then we know who these are, but we don't know what happened to them other than unknown fate right now. And then chapter 10 is done. So we've got everyone sorted out by position, I guess. We know this is one of the top men. There's 3 that exist. How again was that? That wasn't the smoker, which is unfortunate, because that was a handy little tell. Of the seamen, there's 3 from England, and then there's 1 that's not. Why is racial profiling the strategy that works so well? Yep, the steward with the other stewards, and the purser with the purser. Oh. It shouldn't work that well, but it really does. What's the journey? No, there was like a glossary. Henriette, wait. Henry Evans. Wait. Excuse me? Okay, well, I know you're heckin' alive. Somewhere. Probably in the UK. That makes sense to me. What? Except as they would come, my every intention was to tell this ship's strange tale. Regrettably, failing health has allowed me only to produce the basic outline that follows. Presence on the Obra Dinn is critical. I live to discover its fate and the completion of this book in your hands. Thanks for receiving building. Determine that. So he knows about the pocket watch. Complete each chapter accurately. Return the book by guaranteed post to the French Office of Affairs in Morocco. So we know Henry Evans is actually in Morocco. He knows about the bargain chapter, but have elected... Ah, okay. Why did I not gather that? I just thought it was like a mysterious insurance agent. Okay. Interesting. Not United Kingdom. Morocco. This is not helpful. Morocco is not... Okay. Theoretically, if it's in Morocco, it's Africa. Which... If we're following, means that they're also alive in Africa? Huh? Reading. It's helpful sometimes. That's been there the whole game. Yeah. Yeah. Sure has. It wasn't even like H-E. It was spelled out Henry Evans. Don't talk to me. I am not very smart sometimes. Well, okay. I would assume you are also alive in Africa. Which leaves us very few left. But... It is 8:13, and I do have some stuff to get to. So we'll leave the climax, because I'm guessing, I mean, there's some empty pages here. So stuff still weird. All we know is there was a Kraken, and then there was not. Don't really know what that's about yet. Yeah, we will finish this on Thursday, and then the rest of Thursday will be like some Isaac or something random. And then Friday will be the Great Ace Attorney. So look forward to that. Still have the vacation next week, so I'll be off. But yeah, we will hunt for the rest of these as is. And try to figure out exactly who and what and where each of these are. This is only a 2 triangle. Anyways, we'll figure it out. It'll be great. And then we'll bill them all our billable hours, and we'll make so much money from their insurance. It will be delightful. None of them were insured for Krakens. It is... We're going to make bank. Either way, have a great night. If you like, leave a follow. Come back, hang out any time you want. Other than that, see you on Thursday. Stay safe. Stay healthy. All the good stuff. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And see you later.